from Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Utah State Aggies and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Rice-Eccles Stadium is nestled at the bottom of the Wasatch Mountains. This is a gorgeous college football season, but it has also seen a lot of great sports history. Home to the opening ceremonies for the 2002 Winter Olympics, it will host opening ceremonies again in 2034. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Utah Utes offense will come out first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Wide open downfield. Breaks free and he might be gone. You want to talk about changing field position. A huge play. Takes it down to the 37.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route. And it's an explosive play early for this offense.
And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. Handoff, Wayshawn goes left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Complete to the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that...
And he's got room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Utah State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players he actually is the best player on this team. And he
breaks into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking for open space. It's Jacobs. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
which is illegal. You don't. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run for it. It's Parker. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The run inside. It's Gray. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finding open areas. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Here comes the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back to pass. It's Dampier. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jacobs. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
That ought to be enough for a Utah State first down.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away.
Got a little grass. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This Utah State offense has it going. Running inside, it's Jacobs. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game.
Makes the grab in their space. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Right back to the well. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, there he goes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Dampier. Got his man on the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Bray. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Parker. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying to surprise him with the pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Utes! Makes the grab in the corner.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. Uncorks one. Finds a man in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Utah State up-tempo. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Going to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Flips it out to the back. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got the tight end.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Grabbed behind the line, it's Bray. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air, it's Dampier. Here's a heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be...
Makes the catch and he's free. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turning it on.
Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now from inside the red zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest versus the Akron Zips. And it's the Demon Deacons who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Now back to your game at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll bring it out. It's Starling. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Makes the catch. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the single back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. They'll run it on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Swings it out to the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency here.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Now adjusting. Looking left. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
And this is exactly what happens when you don't keep a fast quarterback in the pocket. Man, you got to keep him inside that tackle box. Don't let him dance. Don't rush upfield. A lot of times that's the responsibility of the defensive lineman, because now you see, now the linebackers, the secondary, everybody's chasing him, and he has the ability to...
There's some room. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires on the move. And that is incomplete. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Dampier. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give out of the gun. Might have a chance. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Under fire. He's got an open man. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This Utah State offense has it going. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Makes a catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're working that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Briggs. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Behind the chains now on second and long. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Utes will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just feeds the running back. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Maybe a crease. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Wants to throw. It's Hillstead. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Johnson. Powers through the defender. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. On the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Utes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play. That's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The old coaching cliche, go play or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.